Hey superhumans, here's a quick quote from the book. It's always a good idea to change a negative assumption into a positive one, even if it lives in someone else's mind. I love the idea of this quote because it gives you an option. You can let people think whatever they want, which people will do. They're just going to think whatever they want. That's just how we are. And you can let that happen and you can let that affect you. And you can start to live up to their thinking. Like if they think you're someone that's rude or always late or inconsiderate, you'll start to do that because you'll think, fuck it, they think it anyway. I'm just going to start doing that. I remember when I used to work in pubs and people would be rude to me and I'd still be nice and I would give them their bill and I would do everything politely, and other members of staff would say, fuck, you're wild nice to them, like they were dicks. And I'm like, well, just because they're a dick and they don't like me for whatever reason, maybe I'm not working fast enough or whatever it is, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to bring myself down to their level just because that's what they're assuming. So I'm changing the assumption in my own mind first by just being positive, by doing what I do because I like doing it. I liked working. I didn't like the job, but I liked doing the best job I could. So whatever job I've had, whether I've loved it or hated it, I've always put my best into it. So that's why it's so shocking whenever I quit work, because they're like, fuck, you seem to love it. I'm like, nah. I like working hard because my dad taught me that if you're going to do something, you should do it right. But I don't actually like this job. I think it's shit. That's why I'm quitting. So not. So it's a statement where you can't actually go in it and change their mind, but you can change their mind by the actions that you take. So they might think that you're rude or whatever, but if you keep being nice and keep doing what you're doing for yourself, then eventually they'll have to realize, well, actually I'm full of shit here. They're not. This negative assumption I have of them. They'll never say this because people who are assholes don't have this sort of train of thought, but it'll just happen over time where they're like, actually that person's not too bad. Actually they're quite dead on. So you can change the negative assumption by your actions. And even if it doesn't work, I love this idea because even if it doesn't work, even if you don't actually change their assumption and they still think you're a dick, you're still living a life that you're happy and content with, and the people like around you will know, well, that negative thing they said isn't true because like look at how they live their life. So I like that quote for that reason. It's not that we can actually go in and change the assumption in their mind. Maybe we can help them make a new assumption, but we can, every time we think about changing it, we reinforce that what they think about us doesn't actually hold any merit with us. It doesn't really tie itself to us. I can be whoever I am and they can think whatever they want anyway. So think about it. It's always a good idea to change a negative assumption, even if it's in someone else's mind, because doing that is just going to make your life better, happier, healthier. So let me know if that makes sense to you and you get an understanding of why I don't really care what people think about me. Why I don't, like, obviously the people that watch the podcast or listen to the podcast or follow me are clients. I care about that, and I care about you believing that I know what I'm talking about so I can help you to achieve what you want to achieve. But I really don't care if you think I'm an asshole whilst we're doing that. That's your opinion. That's fine. You're entitled to it. I don't mind. So hopefully this gives you an idea. So I'm trying to change the negative assumptions in people's minds that they can do and be whatever they want. Or they're not just looking at people and judging the book by its cover. They're looking at people and seeing their actions and then changing it. But like I said, even if that doesn't work, even if you don't change their ideas, their attitudes, their assumptions, you're still living the life that you want to live for you. Yeah, so feel free to reach out to me and let me know what you think of this episode. I know it's a bit deeper than the normal ones. If you think it will help anyone, please share it with them. Please like it. Please comment. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. All the things that I keep forgetting to tell people to do, except today. Have an amazing day, whatever you get up to, and I will speak to you again soon.